Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. This is going to be something new for me. I've never really done anything like this before. This video is basically just going to be a discussion. I want to give my thoughts and feel free to comment down below what you guys think. This is a little bit concerning to me. Okay, features right here. Survivor Activity HUD now shows generator progress. Now, I haven't been able to play an actual Survivor match to see this in action myself, but I've talked to my chat, and just playing Killer, I can tell. I had a game, one game in specific, where it definitely felt, and I got confirmation from the people in the post-game, that they were able to, confirmation that they were solos, but they were able to play way more efficiently than I typically am used to, because most people, I mean, this HUD change is pretty new, so the ability to even just tell that your teammates are doing gens while you're being chased, or just to see what your teammates are doing, especially in solo queue, is a really nice advantage, and I think it's a great thing that's been added to the game. Definitely brings the power level of solo queue versus Swifts way more in line, and I think that's good because solo queue sucks. I'll keep it real. But the thing that's a little bit concerning is being able to see the exact progress of the gen. Now, I don't necessarily think that's like a massive thing, but I think it almost is like too much information for the survivors. Because one thing that how do I say this? When you're playing Survivor, there's a lot of, and I mean, or even just Killer too, just when you're just playing this game, there's a lot of factors that go into what you might do or the decisions you might make based on the perks that are at play, or if you have to guess whether or not a gen is going to be done, or if the gen is like just being started. And if you can just flat out tell, like, oh, say there's 3 gens left, and you are playing Survivor and you have adrenaline, and your 3 other teammates are on a gen while you're getting chased, and you can see that those 3 gens, according to this, are at like 95%, and you're thinking like, oh, well, you know, if you didn't know that information, you wouldn't even be considering an adrenaline play. And I'm just using adrenaline as an example. But since you can see that the gens are 95%, all 3 of them, and you know you're probably going to get your adrenaline in a matter of, I don't know, 10 seconds or less, depending on where they're at, and you could use that to your advantage. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. I had a discussion with chat in my last stream. We were talking about this. Some people were thinking that, some people think just like I do. Like, it's good to have this information, but it's airing into the area of like too much information for survivors, and other people were thinking the complete opposite and thought that it's completely fine. All it does is help solo queue. They don't see any issue with it. They think you could put even more information in the HUD, and it's an interesting thing to me because I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a little, I don't know if you could say, yeah, you could probably say this. I'm a little biased. Let's be real. I'm a Killer main. So, I mean, I play Survivor though as well, and I definitely do not have the typical Killer main mentality of the killer needs to win every game, and, you know, everything needs to be killer, killer, killer. Like, I want the game to be fun for both sides, especially survivors, because no one has fun when you play against a knight. We'll just use a knight as an example, and then, you know, you get chased by by a guard in the night, and you get sandwiched and you get hit and you can't do anything. Like, that just sucks. So, you know, I want the game to be fun, and like I said, the quality of life changes for the survivor and getting the information in the HUD, people doing gens, doing totems, chests, people doing nothing, perhaps. All of that is great, but I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Comment down below your thoughts. I think it is potentially too much. Now, keep in mind, this is brand new, so who knows, maybe this won't make a huge deal, but I genuinely think at first glance, and also after playing for a good 5 hours, and I was able to even just tell through one game already in the first night that it felt like people were extremely efficient with gens, and I was basically forced to tunnel someone out of the game if I wanted any chance of killing more than one person, which I ended up doing. And, you know, I don't necessarily want to do that, but I mean, sometimes you're your hand is forced. Sometimes you almost have to do things like that. And the efficiency, not to say that survivor efficiency is a bad thing, but should that just be a base feature where you can just tell exactly where the gens are? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.